Good day, my name is Bluesuit and today I'll be going over my review of the ROCCAT Burst Core. The Burst Core is an extremely lightweight optical gaming mouse from ROCCAT that uses Titan optical switches that provide the best-in-class speed of actuation and a durability of over 100 million clicks. The kind people at ROCCAT sent this mouse over to me last week so that I could take a look at it, share my thoughts, and there's definitely a lot that I want to talk about. Before we get started, if you are interested in picking up a Burst Core for yourself or have any questions about any other ROCCAT products, you can find links to their website and storefront in the description below. I'm not affiliated with ROCCAT at all, and I don't make a commission or anything like that, but they are there for your convenience. With that out of the way, the very first thing that I realized when I pulled this mouse out of the box is that the Burst Core is incredibly light. Weighing in at only 68 grams, it glides effortlessly around my desk and it really reduces strain on your mouse hand that you don't even realize in those extended gaming sessions with heavier mice. Prior to having a Burst Core, the mouse that I was using weighed in at a whopping 130 grams, and I can tell you that transitioning to an ultralight mouse takes some retraining. ROCCAT achieves this weight by using a honeycomb shelled interior like many other mice, but then encasing that in an additional thin layer to keep out dust and debris. There is, however, a trade-off for the responsiveness and comfortability of a 68-gram mouse, and it's something that players should be aware of before picking this one up. The biggest issue is that whenever you take your hand off the mouse, it tends to move on its own. Originally, I had been using it with my mouse bungee, but it's really not recommended at all, since the bungee is going to yank this mouse away from your hand as soon as you let go. Even after I removed the bungee from my setup, however, the mouse cord, which has a rubber jacket, isn't as flexible as braided cords, so it can still very well pull or push the mouse when you let go. Fortunately, this won't affect players who don't release the mouse during play, such as with shooting games and MOBAs, or games where it doesn't matter if you move the mouse, like in Crusader Kings or Civilization. The ROCCAT Burst Core comes with two mouse buttons, a clickable scroll wheel, browser forward and backward buttons, and a DPI cycling button. Both mouse buttons use optical Titan switches that are quick and responsive, as well as being very satisfying to press. They're definitely the most impressive part of the Burst Core's build, as it's the same switch that comes with the Burst Pro at only half the cost. The forward and back buttons feel a little on the flimsy side, and the scroll wheel takes a little bit too much effort to click, but all in all, the build quality is excellent, and even though it's a lightweight mouse, it feels sturdy and will clearly last a long time. The only part of the build that I'm not impressed with is again the cable. Not only because of the rigidity of the rubber cable, but also because rubber cables tend to not last as long. That being said, this is one of the best mice around that you can get for 30 bucks. The last big thing I'd like to talk about is the ROCCAT Swarm, the companion app that comes with all ROCCAT peripherals. Unlike its big brother, the Burst Core is limited in illumination to only its scroll wheel, but you can change a ton of settings in the mouse regarding movement speeds, polling rates, and DPI. The Burst Core even has onboard memory, so it will remember its settings if you decide to unplug it and go use it on another computer. This is also the place where you'll be able to set your DPI profiles and reassign any buttons you want on the mouse. For example, I always disable all DPI profiles except for the one that I like, and then remap my DPI switching button to an in-game macro. You can pick up a ROCCAT Burst Core on the ROCCAT online store for 30 bucks, and it's definitely worth the price, but not necessarily for everyone. It has an exceptional build quality for its price tag and will last you a really long time, but I would steer clear if you're someone who prefers a larger, heftier mouse, as the Burst Core is more suited for online PvP games where players are looking for the fastest, most responsive mouse on a budget. I hope you enjoy this review of the ROCCAT Burst Core. Come see me on Twitch where you can watch our reviews in progress 5 nights a week. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Until next time, peace!